Hello, everybody out there. We got Chuck Utek, Steve Myers, another segment of CyHawkThoughts. Have a good day planned?
Absolutely.
I think so anyway. We'll kind of be all over the place, focusing a little more on basketball, but yes, all over the place today. Kind of start off, we'll go back to the bowl extravaganza.
Yeah.
Very quickly. We had a winner, as we've said a couple shows ago. Renee Kellogg was the winner. Renee, we will be sending you out this shirt. If you can see it, it is the Cyclones Rutgers Pinstripe Bowl shirt with CyHawkThoughts on the back. I don't know if you can see that as well, but there it is. And that will be going out to you. Congratulations on your victory there.
Yeah.
Or second place victory. I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to give it up.
Beat out everyone else in a drawing, and good job, because it's hard to win a drawing.
Well, anyway, you won, so more. You get to show it off. You can tell anyone you won.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop you from doing that.
No, you get carte blanche when it comes to that.
So that's absolutely fine. Chuck is sporting the Iowa version.
Also with CyHawkThoughts in the end. Now remember, when you do have these, and you can buy them from us here at CyHawkThoughts, we do have product to sell, and $20 get you a great shirt, CyHawkThoughts in the back. Make sure when you dry them, you don't dry them all the way, because they might get a little, we don't want the letters, we don't want it to be CyHawkThoughts or anything.
That would be kind of funny.
It would actually.
Hey, you're the CyHawkThoughts guys.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
That's us.
CyHawkThoughts. So, well, that's what we got for you. Moving right along. Going to keep this truck moving today.
Yeah.
You brought up a good point while we were just sitting here kind of preparing. A little bit on TCU. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Good old production meeting, hit and miss. TCU, they get their schedule. They know what they got to do. And the next day, I guess everyone's doing drugs there. It's almost like an SMU scandal, only it's drug related. It's pretty scary.
I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, they had a great recruiting class came in. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen there.
If I'm a parent, I'm like, do I really want to send my kid to that school?
It's kind of, you usually don't think of Texas Christian having those problems, but you're going to find that everywhere.
I wouldn't have thought Southern Methodist is having
exactly.
those issues either.
I
was 10 at that time.
It's too bad that it's happened, because they're just bringing all this into the Big 12.
Yeah.
Now that's their thank you present.
Somewhere Dan Beebe's probably smiling.
Oh, I bet fake Dan Beebe's having a heyday with this.
Really smiling.
Oh, he's having a good time. That's unfortunate for the Horned Frogs.
And Gary Patterson, good guy. Thought he was going to be Iowa State coach at one time. But
I'm happy right now. I'm okay.
It worked out that he didn't come here.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I think it worked out better.
They've had
for
some
Iowa
great
State.
success. I was really looking forward to having them in the Big 12. But yeah, it's not the way to start off strong.
Maybe that'll be a victory for Iowa State next year now.
It could be. I'd say we have a good chance having a victory against them regardless.
All right.
But
we did see that schedule came out.
We did see the schedule. I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on the schedule. One thing stood out to me, and that was basically not having a game on December 1st. It seemed like we should have had a bye week in there. They didn't give it to us. Texas Tech, Iowa State, both off that last week. Everyone else is playing. I would like to have seen that rivalry game. Our last game is against
West
Virginia. So at least I've heard Iowa State fans saying, well, that's great. That's a rivalry game. To be a rivalry, you have to have both schools involved.
And it's supposed to be close proximity.
Which I can see that Iowa State, West Virginia, because we're the ones pretty much outside of the standard circle, as you might say, okay?
It is only 800 miles.
So I can see that. I mean, heck, who else are you going to have West Virginia be a natural rival other than Iowa State? They're the closest school.
Yeah.
But that's not, and if that's the case, why do you, yes, they're our last game, so we can sit there and say that's our rivalry game. Well, TCU plays West Virginia the very last. Those two teams probably look at each other as their new rivals.
Yeah.
The two incoming schools into the Big 12, they're going to go at it, okay, and that they're going to see each other as a new rival. And we're going to be looking at West Virginia saying, you're our rival, and West Virginia might sit there and say, don't care.
Hopefully Iowa State just wins the whole darn thing, so they have a bye week going into the Big 12 conference.
That would be awesome. That would be
that is their bye week, I guess. It just
actually, we wouldn't even have the championship game.
There's no championship game.
There's no championship game.
There should be.
So, yeah, we start out September 29th, and we are in terms of the Big 12, and we just go all the way through. No bye weeks. We just go straight on through. We hit West Virginia. We can call it our rivalry game. It's not the last game, or not the last week that the Big 12 teams will be playing. So West Virginia and TCU, they might call themselves a rivalry game, and we're just going to be hanging on the coattails of West Virginia. Not sure about that. Disappointed in that. Do like how the schedule bodes. And I do like what Chris Williams wrote about, saying the Big 12 only put out 1 year schedule. Usually they put out multiple years.
2 or 3.
Which kind of maybe shows that they're not done expanding.
Right.
Good job out of you, Chris.
Yeah.
I like that philosophy. But yes, Iowa State fans, we have TCU, West Virginia, the Mountaineers are coming to Ames. It's going to be cold, but let's have some fun with it. Let's welcome them.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
All right, on to the next segment. You always agree, and you always give me this, I agree, but I don't care.
I don't have an opinion either way. I wouldn't say I don't care, because I do care. But I don't have a formed opinion either way.
I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to sit there and say, yeah.
All right.
I'll do it once this show.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right, sounds good. I won't do it as well as you do, but
I've had years of practice.
4. All right, so I don't know what else. What's a good segue?
Well, Iowa State played Baylor. They got them twice coming up real quick. Iowa plays tomorrow, so we can talk a little bit about that. I watched the Iowa State-Baylor game. I was a little disappointed. Baylor had a couple losses. I know if they had a must-win or something to get them a little closer to a higher seed for their tournament. But I don't know if Iowa State showed up. I mean, haven't seen them the last couple of times at home. Just didn't have the same intensity, to me.
Yeah, I unfortunately wasn't able to watch the game. I had it on GameCast, so I saw the little basketball
That's pretty
bounce off
fun.
the rim.
And then you get bam, missed shot.
So I'm following Cyclone Fanatic. I'm watching it on GameCast, and all I see is Iowa State misses 3-point jumper. Baylor makes jumper. Iowa State misses 3-point jumper. Baylor makes dunk. Iowa State turnover. Baylor misses jumper. Iowa State makes 3-pointer, and it just kept going, and their points added up faster than our points. Yeah. We didn't shoot well. Apparently our defense was not there all the time.
Lackluster.
And, I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about Royce White. He's been the catalyst for this team all season long. He just didn't have his best game by any means. So
he was first to admit it, though.
Yeah.
He owned up.
And he always owns up. That's the great thing about him. He'll sit there and say, it was on me. I missed free throws. It was on me. I had 7 turnovers. No, he gets ticked off. I think it's contagious. I think it starts from the top, from Fred Hoiberg, because that guy doesn't like to lose.
Fred owns up.
Yeah. So yeah, it was disappointing. We still got 3 winnable, 4 winnable, 5. I think we can win all our games. We can go to Missouri and win. We can go to Kansas State to win. We can beat Baylor at home. And then we still got Texas Tech and Oklahoma. So we're fine. Okay, let's get on a little streak here. Let's go into the Big 12 tournament. We'll be sitting all right. You're gonna have those days just like we had at Texas, where you just don't shoot well and bad things happen, and we're just gonna have to deal with that. That's gonna be what this team relies on is their shooting ability, and we're gonna have to just sit there and suck it up. That if we don't shoot well, it's gonna be a tough game to win.
Fair enough.
All right. So I don't want to talk about that anymore. We'll wait until after they win.
There we go.
Then we'll talk about it a little more.
We'll dissect the heck out of that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Now, you have had, 9 days off with Hawkeye basketball? Seems like you got the week
Thursday.
on.
Yeah, it's like, 3 games a week, nothing for a week. 3 games a week, nothing a week. Yeah, they played last Thursday. Big win. Or loss.
Big loss.
Nebraska.
Big loss.
Or Northwestern.
Yeah.
Hate them. Hate Northwestern. I hate that John Cherna. Little segue, little foreshadowing.
The purple people eater. They just...
People eaters. Oh, they're a thorn in my side. But
I can't believe how bad they got beat. I mean, you're going into a Big Ten hostile environment wherever you play, basically. But still, to have that kind of a loss.
Well, when let's give Iowa some credit. When they lose, it's not a nail biter. they get crushed at Indiana. Zeller is still dunking right now over Iowa. Campbell, let's find one of the 5 worst teams in basketball and let's lose at home on a Tuesday. Campbell, the Camels, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got it in for those scoring at home. And it's early enough, he might get one more.
I might, but probably not.
It's possible.
Because I'll forget.
So, John Scherna, who's still scoring against Iowa right now, got us thinking. Jim Bergeson, good Iowa fan. It's like, yeah, he's like number 2 on my list of guys I love to hate. It's like, we should come up with our own list. Guys we love to hate.
And we did.
And so we did.
Little background before we get on to it. I took Big 12, obviously. Chuck took Big 10 for obvious reasons. And we're going to name... I personally have 12 throughout history and 3 of this year's players that I can't stand. Or I have trouble liking. Even if I tried, I couldn't do it.
Even if he came and brought us flowers right now and be like, hey.
Thanks for the flowers, get out of my house.
Yeah.
But, so we'll start off. Let's go number 15 for you.
Number 15 is Steve is 13-7. I'm 8-12. Oh, wait, that's another show.
He hates me.
I went with a current guy, Draymond Green from Michigan State. He talks a lot of trash. He thinks he's pretty cool. They're probably going to a Final Four, and they shouldn't be.
Does it again.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's a coach.
He is. He's a good coach.
I will start out with the top 3 players today that are playing. Since you went with the current player, I'll go with my top 3.
All right.
Number 3 right now, Keaton Page, Oklahoma State.
Whew.
The guy's 5'4". I've seen him play
with
against
high heels.
Yeah, I've seen him play against Kansas State or any other team out there, and I tell you what, the guy will go 1 for 13, and then he'll play Iowa State and go 9 for 10. And I can't stand it. Play good against other people, not just us.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. We're going to get to that here in a little bit, but we're going to take a brief intermission. I think it's always a good time for a quick intermission. What do you think?
I think so. I think we should take an intermission. So
we'll get hanging on number 15 there.
Probably should have taken the intermission prior.
But, just think of it, 15. Then when we come back, you hit play on episode
2. We'll have a part 2.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have 14-1.
This is it. This is the last you're seeing us.